go up. We influence, yeah, see me moving, yeah, I glow up. Every time I show up, I can flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they know dog on big dog. Asking if it's still a flex, say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check, better pull up like woo. Come to place and I'm the best, I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest, stand on business, I'm too tall. Thought you was a threat, I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that, see I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks, I don't owe no debts, I've been through that, see you SOS. SOS, SOS, see you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, 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 see you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Ring started from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shot. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fee's not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS. SOS, SOS, see you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, 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 see you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. At all the way you move it, see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop.
Good morning all. Yes sir, yes sir. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Let me see, everything's working, everything does look like it is. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what we have going on for today. Wednesday here, midweek. And yeah, GJ, a lot of mess yesterday. Didn't even bother to look at it in NY. Today is pretty messy as well. Really not liking price action on GJ. So if we look at daily, we're at daily resistance right now as well. 4-hour time frame, closing bullish, mixed session bias right now. Still stuck inside this range, so I want to see it get outside of this range. and then we come back to it. So more information here. If there's going to be a change of structure, we could potentially look for sell somewhere below here, but it's overall pretty messy. You know, you need pretty perfect closes. Then we have this BS here, and then we see how to take it. But the good news is we have other pairs to trade, and that's why we look at that. So for longs here, I don't want to buy into these resistances, plus these ranges here are pretty small. If you look at it on a 1 hour, we have 1 hour is pretty even closer, some 1 hours there as well. So mainly going to be concentrating on gold and DAX here. So for gold today, previous daily is closing bearish here after yesterday's big downside move. 4 hour on the other hand is closing bullish here, multiple 4 hour candles bullish, no supports formed yet, so we could pop up to one of these resistances and end up creating a sort of lower high. It is a potential for now. So mixed session bias, 1 hour time frame looks quite good bullish structure. Same thing on 30-minute, same thing on 15-minute here. So what I'm looking for is a simple buy above basically this level here, which is going to be our key level as well, 95. So let's just move this to 35, sorry. So buys above there would be nice. Even if we do close above, we have a wick to fill, so I'll just see how that forms from that zone there. Now if I'm going to look for sells, I would need a change of structure from up here. We are in full bullish kind of trend, to be honest. 30-minute bullish trend, 15-minute bullish trend. So I don't want to be the first person to just short the shit out of this until I see some more information. I'm hoping we get some structure and a beautiful close above. Nice LTA here to capitalize off. That would be something I would like to capitalize on and keep the plan pretty simple. So only change the structure before I even consider supports. Let's see this 4 hours if it's still relevant. No, we've kind of crossed through it twice. I don't think it's that important anymore. This one down here as well is not going to be important anymore. So very basic amount of lines today. You can just put one line here as well, just to mark this type of zone we have in case we want to retest. We can buy back up towards this 15, but we need to pull back and then see what happens with the pullback. But for now, buys above the range, pretty straightforward plan and something I'm looking for. Now, if we move on to DAX here for today, previous daily candle closing bullish here, beautiful bullish candle here after yesterday's talks about potentially after the ceasefire talks, and on top of that we had talk about rate cuts which should have dumped dollar. Let's see how much we've recovered of that dump. No, still dumping. No recovery in that. A little bit. If we look at 1 hour, we can see there's a little recovery, but majority has, move has been made since Monday, and we've continued down since Monday. So we are at the lows here, so we could start to reverse from here if it really wanted to, but to spend some time down here is not going to be crazy. And yeah, getting back to DAX here, daily time frame closing bullish here. We saw the same bounce in all stock markets. If you look at basically SPX almost making a new high, NAS as well, pretty much there, right? Pretty much there at all-time high. Now it's the one thing I fear. The one thing I fear is that we break the highs and then we retrace. This is something we've seen happen quite a lot, where we make a new high, pull back, retest the highs like this before a further pullback. Same type of scenario. Come back, form a support, retest the highs, then we fail. So that's something we have to keep an eye on. Higher time frame. This structure point here is going to tell us everything, how we respect that moving forward. So looking at DAX here again, 4 hour time frame. Let's see, 4 hour time frame. I think it's closing bearish. Yeah. So 4 hour time frame closing a little bit bearish here. We have this 4 hour resistance, another old one here, 4 hour support down here. So it is technically mixed session bias here. This we can move from yesterday, and then this we can move into here, make this 4 hour support, and then we can also check the 1 hour resistance here. Perfect. This resistance I think is from a 5 minute. Yeah, so we have the 15 here, but the 5 minute here. So I think a close above the 15 would do to fill this wick. We're just gonna leave the 5 minute on there. Let me leave it as a box. So let me move this to 15, and then we draw the 5 as a box. I prefer now something closing above this, actually, this 5 here, which would also be above this 15 here. Actually, that's a little bit higher. But you can see this wick rejection, so that would be a nice strong close. We'll just take it to see how it ends up forming. Now, that's my buy plan, is to buy above the range. Sells really are pretty tough here. It's a lot of supports, to be honest. I'd rather be more on the more bullish today based on this price action until proven otherwise. Now, what is going to change that? Let's see, 1 hour. 1 hour break of structure is the catalyst here. So if we break 1 hour structure here, we can start to entertain sells, find ways to get into sells. 15-minute is a little bit lower, but until then, I'm pretty bullish postured on price. And that's basically going to be my plan here. It's going to be my plan is to be more bullish on price here. So we're going to see how it ends up forming overall, and then take it from there. So that's the plan here. Pretty simplistic plan. Not actually something too complex. Looks pretty clean. If we have volume today, we have some nice ranges on the upside on both pairs. DAX has some nice ranges towards the upside. not GJ, sorry, and gold has nice ranges towards the upside. Messiest pair, I'd say, is gonna be GJ there. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the plan. Everything makes sense. Now let's wait for our setup. Hopefully something comes through, and we take it from there. So if you enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. Hit the like button, get the likes up to 100. Would appreciate it. You know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. We call it the YouTube business. So do the YouTube business, and yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's put the reminder as well. Why did you start trading DAX? Long time ago, I started trading DAX. I first introduced DAX on stream. First DAX trade on stream was in 2024 on the 10th. So yeah, I've been looking at DAX a year before that. So DAX is something in the group we had people trading indices. Said DAX was very clean during London session. I've known DAX, of course, for a while. And then when I started to look at it, I just analyzed it for almost a year, to be honest, about 8 to 10 months. On the 10th, I thought you stream from your room. 10th, bro, 10th. That joke? It's all good, man. All good. USD JPY clean setup 1. Yeah, let's see it compared to GJ. Yeah, USD JPY looks way better above here. See how the 4 hour looks though. The 1 hour. You have to worry about this 1 hour resistance though. Just see that you have to use that as a watch. 30-minute and 15 is fine though. Morning, bro. NY session was dead yesterday. Little bit. Had a little bit of more downside move. I mean, gold had this. I was looking to take this setup 3, but I had no wick. I mean, on the broker it was very tiny if I zoomed in, but I didn't see it. And then it just drove down. And then this pullback was nice if we created resistance, but it closed all the way down here, gave a move, and then it was just getting late. I mean, if you traded late, like this is at 11:15 p.m., that would have been nice, but then no wick there. I don't know how that looks on broker, but not trading that time. Please, Habibi, I've watched your stream for 58,751 days in a row and you never taken a trade. Please, sir, buy or smell. I think you need to smell yourself. Best solution. I took a trade yesterday, bro. Let's see, let's see. Just didn't trigger me, so what can I do about that? Any US 30? NY session, bro. NY session, US 30. Are you Turkish, bro? I'm not. $160 years? That's crazy, bro. Do you think if gold can 4-hour close bearish setups 2 sells can make sense for intraday? See, we're coming from a target. That's the only problem we have. So it's not really an intraday. You're selling from a target. So I would want more confirmation, like 1 hour structure changing and stuff like that. So DAX here, Frankfurt open, straight push. This 5-minute candle closes in around 3 minutes here. We still have range, so if it can chill, this is still okay. 20 points to here is 17, and then we can get to the next 4 hour for 30, so it can't really push anymore. Yeah, I think that's gonna cook us if it goes like that, yeah. Frankfurt open volume. And technically this was valid on 1 hour before the open. So if you take it before the open on a 1 hour, but then you're buying into all of these 30-minute closed doji, 15-minute closed bearish at the time. Wouldn't mind like a thunderstorm or something, would be cool. That'd be an interesting way to get in. How long you been trading? For 5 years, man. A little bit more, almost 6. If you close with big wick, can we just wick fill? It's tough on a 5, you know. We could try, yeah. We just want to make sure there's no 1 minute structure. That's the risk we play here. So it's actually, that's not going to be a good wick fill unless it creates 1 minute structure after, and then we try fill the wick with 1 minute structure. We want it actually to come back retest, would be healthy for price, grab liquidity. I wonder if 24 is worth it. Literally 1-to-1 to max target, right? No, max target should technically be 4 hour. That's actually a push target. It's not max target for the day, but it is a major target, you know? It is the 4 hour resistance. What if it closes below? That would be pretty nice, actually. I'll be honest with that. If it closes below, because then we just wait for the next candle. Definitely possible to happen. not the most confidence candle, but if the next candle opens decent bottom wick here, I think there could be an option. So let's just see how the next candle opens. Needs a decent bottom wick for this type of scenario. Yeah, pretty big rejection. 1 minute resistance here. So we have a change of structure in 1 minute. Retesting now, trying to flip. What's a smart way to take this, man? That doesn't mean buying into that resistance. You buy above the resistance here. How much space we have now if it breaks this resistance? See, that's the problem. We reject that 1 minute resistance. Now, if the next candle dumps and you're in the position, you're fucked. So you buy above here, but you have 2 points only. 2 points is not much, man. 2 points is not much. Maybe this 5 minute candle close here to fill the wick. And then stops like this instead, 11 point stops. That would be okay as well. Or just the 15 close. Nasty. How much trouble one 1 minute candle is causing. Just one bullish 1 minute candle causing all this trouble. But if we close above, would it be valid is my question here. That's what I'm trying to think. Points. Yep, pretty typical that. Small details matter, man. Small details matter. This would be a nightmare if you're in. This is why wick fills are always the most difficult thing to do, because you're not proving that we're breaking a new high. But I do like the fact if we do close above this, maybe this could be something interesting. 19 point stops. Let's see here in 24 seconds. It could happen pretty fast. Looks like we might do it if we get a bottom wick next candle. Yeah, I'll give this a shot, break of this high. Good bottom wick as well. If it closes bearish, it's different. But if it breaks the high, I'll give it a shot. There we go. Triggered me that. Stop loss below the 5. TP is a little bit above the 4 hour. See how it goes. want to see it break this high here. Technically on my broker it's broken it. Yeah, technically just about. New 5-minute open. See what it does. How's your 1 minute looking? The previous, before this current price action is all gaps, but right now it's looking okay. Currently. This candle on broker is a little gap down. Yours is fucked. Even current price action? No, current price action looks good. Nice push here. That's what I wanted to see. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go, Dex. Nice. Right, moving stops to break even now. Making this risk free. Tap the 4 hour. Yeah, I think that 4 hours is going to be issues here. Maybe I should have closed. Happened too fast. See if we can retest 4 hour. So close to TP, I thought maybe a little bit more volume. Four hours gonna be problems maybe here. If I was fast enough, I probably would have closed half at 4 hour resistance, but I didn't have half ready to close. Because it is target, guys. We have to be honest. Like, even if we don't get paid as much, like, it's really there. 19 points. Original TP was like 21. So you just have to trade what you see. But doesn't mean it's over yet. We just need to see how this closes 1 minute. If we can close above 4 hour resistance, it's great. But I will be looking maybe to close half in this position. If we struggle at 4 hour resistance, because it's a target, we're here to get paid. That gapped up on broker, so that's pretty nice. We're almost at that wick. Can we get a little bit of a push? 50 seconds for the new 15. Probably worth to wait 30 seconds here. Again, rejecting off that. Yeah, 4-hour resistance. Still surviving. I'll break even. I knew I should have closed half there. That's what I was saying. 4-hour resistance is target, man. I just thought maybe a little bit push. It happened too fast. I should have just, I know, but it's just, that's my money, man. That should have been paid for today, man. That should have been paid for today. It's just, this is the problem, guys. When you have targets, that's the reason we have targets. This is why it's so accurate to have targets. I should have had half open. It was a mistake. It was pushing super fast. I'm like, okay, it only has one more pip. I should be able to close. It literally was right there for me to be able to close. Right there for me to be able to close. And yeah, it was enough money to close as well, even half. You know, I would have been paid. I would have been paid for today, and it's just frustrating when it's been this slow and I get a winning trade like this. You know, so it was. I'm happy with the entry. I wouldn't change it. It was a great entry, great push, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. Very accurate entry, no drawdown. Very, very, very good in terms of everything. I think I just should have taken profits at this, but then you know what? I get blamed for saying that I fucking close my trades early. So I guess you can never win like this, but it's just really frustrating when that is a win, man. It's just, it's at least to close half and be paid something, you know? It's just very tough. Because I know I should have been paid there. Literally, I had like 19 points on the table easy, you know? 19 points easy on the table, but it's a good trade, man. It's a good trade. Help me understand why you placed TP above that level. That was my 1-to-1. That was my 1-to-1. So it literally was right there for my 1-to-1. I had original stop loss below the 5. And it would have been just a little bit less than 1-to-1 because on entry I got entered or just around here. A little bit higher. So stop loss was about 21 and right there was like 21 basically. If it just rebroke its high, I would have been paid by that. It's just, I don't know, like in these type of conditions I should be taking what I get. It just happened so fast. I thought we would have a little bit more volume straight to TP, but it literally, you know, I maybe should have put target there or something like that, you know. Like that's an easy winning trade, man. That's such an easy winning trade. It would have been paid for today. I would have been paid easy there. So great trade in my opinion. Perfect trade. Great entry. Well done for me picking that out. Look how I analyzed the 1 minute. I mean, it doesn't get better, doesn't get more transparent. No one can tell you, look how I avoided this drawdown here. If you entered the first flip, look how I said once we break above this box, zero drawdown trade, beautiful bottom wick, beautiful entry. Look at the push we got. It's just a slight thing in, man. This is me just being this is me being a real trader, man. Many people on the fucking internet are gonna fucking put their take profits after 5, 6, 7 pips and call it a win. And all of the people watching are going to be like, this guy's the best. He wins every single day. And they're taking profits at 5 pips, 6 pips. I could do that right now, but I didn't. That's the difference. Because at the time, even though we hit target, it was right there. And the fact to just wait for that doesn't make any sense, you know? It doesn't make any sense not to just wait a little bit more when you have a massive 1 minute candle. But yeah, target's target. Like, I can't be angry at the market. I can't be angry at the market because that is exactly what makes sense. This is how powerful price action is. And that's why I tell you guys, don't ignore 4-hour resistances. Don't ignore targets, right? Everyone ignores the supports and resistances, but this is why they're so powerful. This is why they're so powerful. You know? Bro, that's just impossible. You get entered there. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are trading or how you guys are trading. But you should definitely not be trading these conditions if you're trading. Like, that's just stupid, man. How do you enter there? It's almost impossible. Your spread is not even that big. You guys should definitely not trade if you're doing that. 100%. If you're getting stuff slip like that, do not trade. On IC, there's no 4-hour level there. Is there not on IC? Let's have a look on IC. Yeah, it's a little bit higher. It's a little bit higher on IC, but this seems to be accurate today, and this is what we use every day for markup, so we can rely on it. I said buy order. No, I don't like that. I don't like these type of ones, man. You would have been really close to being stopped out, and another day that can stop you out. Yeah, we should just take those. That's what happens when you actually try to trade properly. You know, it's too fast sometimes. Too fast. Too fast. Even if you had a TP placed, it wouldn't have triggered. But it's just annoying when I see, like, you know, for me, maybe for a lot of guys who stream, they just stream to maybe give signals and to look like they win a lot. But I'm actually here trading myself, guys. So you need to realize that I'll be paid a lot more than what this stream is going to make me. Like, even if I'm here promoting Pip Labs, exclusive group, whatever, doesn't matter. It's not going to pay me the amount of time I have to give into this. I don't get the same out of that. Even if 10 people right now joined, if I closed right there and 10 people right now joined the exclusive group, I still get paid more from this. And that's the difference. So it's just as frustrating when you don't get a chance to kind of manage that when it's so close to TP, right? You know, I at least would have, if I closed full there, I would have closed like 0.7 with spread. Would have got at least that out of it. Close half, I get at least 0.35 something. $350 is something. You know? And then I could leave a runner. Runner would have been stopped up, but it's something, you know? It's something to be paid for your time. So sometimes it just gets frustrating when you're just taking back-to-back break-evens when it was just there. And there's nothing I can do to avoid that. You see what I mean? Because it happens so fast. So you're just like, ugh. And I know, honestly, like, I can't think of any other way. Like, it was what was meant to happen, and it's very good. But it was a beautiful trade, and that's the main thing here. Sometimes you just don't have enough time, and I'm very happy. So we move on to the next trade here, and we take it like that. You can't complain. How was that? 10:08. That's like that situation, right? One pip from TP. One pip from TP entry. I mean, it's always, I think that's more frustrating than a loss. Like, taking a loss is fine, but I think it's very, very frustrating when it's like one pip from TP, because that's where you deserve to get paid. So let's have a look here. One pip from TP. There we go. So now we just look for another entry, hopefully, and we take it from there. The only thing that can make today a little bit sketchy is if like you take another entry today and it ends up being a loss. So you have to mentally be prepared for that. You have to really mentally be prepared for that, because how are you going to feel that you're one pip from TP and the next trade you take loses? How are you going to deal with that emotionally? Are you going to start FOMOing after that? Can you handle that? If you can't handle that, it's best not to trade. So that's the decision you make from now. And that's the difference between a beginner trader and an advanced trader. Is an advanced trader be like, look, if I take a loss today, I'm actually going to lose it. I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to feel like, you know, I'm going to probably do some bullshit later on. If that's going to cause you to do that, then stay out. Gold is not counter bias though, Mackenzie. And counter bias is basically when we break. There's a video on Whopper exactly about counter bias. Yeah, that's Seal said it. You know, for me, I have a worse record with counter bias. I mean, these days we see a lot of setups play out, but then when you actually take them, they won't. It's just how it's been working. Would I take setup 1 on DAX if 1 hour if it was my trading time? Yeah, I would. Don't worry, bro. I'm not worried, but you can imagine, right? It's just a frustrating thing. It doesn't change anything for me. I haven't lost money. If I lost money, imagine it was 1 pip from TP and I lost money. Yeah, I'm really pissed right now. If that happened, I have to walk away, right? Because it's like I'm 1 pip from TP and then I lost. That's like stupid. For me, that's like, to put myself in that situation is a bit crazy. But to not, it's fine. It's just a part of the game. What happened with John? Past the 50k. Nice one, man. Nice one. Well done, man. Yeah, even yesterday we had as well. Passed his phase 2. Alex passed his phase 2 yesterday. Why not have 2 contracts, sell 1 and hold 1 down? There wasn't enough time to sell that one because the 1 minute spiked up super fast. You need that was my plan, is to close half. And then I kind of was just like, okay, let me watch what price action is doing. I mean, I have more entries here to the next 4-hour resistance. If something can close above here, I have more entries. It's just one of those things that happens super fast. You get 1 minute candle. I could have closed again here, but this was looking good for continuation. So I decided to hold. I think this, if I'm gonna say I made a mistake, maybe here to re-close half here. But you know, at the end of the day, we want to push for that 1-to-1. So good though. To be honest, you can't be upset when you did so much correct, you know. You passed the 200k. Nice one, man. Nice one. Well done, bro. You talked about that yesterday. Amazing. Congrats, man. Congrats. Yeah, man, you guys been killing it, man. It's very, very nice to see. Many people feel like these market conditions are being bad, but look at the progress in the group. Look at the progress in the group, man. I finally joined the exclusives. Amazing, man. When did you join? because I don't know YouTube username to Discord username. You guys need to post this stuff in the motivation and achievements. We need to keep a record of it. You guys are not posting this stuff here. Should post this stuff, keep a record, wall of achievement. It's nice. I love to see it. Does talking about a trade after a loss or a scenario like today help you to overcome it? Because sometimes I feel like I need to talk about it or I'll lose it. Yeah, of course it does. That's why I always encourage people to send their losses in the group before taking action. If you take a loss, I tell them send it in the group first, write an analysis, send it in the group. That stops you from taking a emotional reaction afterwards, because you're so frustrated and you're just typing it like, I think I FOMO'd, I did this, I did that. You're letting all your frustration out on the keyboard. Keyboard ain't gonna hurt you. Pressing the button will. You know? Pressing the button will. So that's the difference. Alright, why don't you pass 200k FTMO challenge? I have bigger goals, but I am thinking about doing on the side. I'm actually doing something in the background. The guys in the exclusive group know what I'm doing, but I need to put full focus on that. I can't be managing 3 things at once. It's too much. So I've chose to go for something a bit bigger than just a 200k. But I do have a method that I'm going to execute on funded challenges just to have one. You know, the second reason is I actually wanted to do a prop firm challenge live. That was something that I wanted to do, is a prop firm challenge live. But the problem is with the prop firm challenge live is it will actually be banned, and all my traders in the group are actually not going to get payouts and stuff, because it's one of the rules, even though they're not copying. Do you trade NY with the exclusives in the group? Yes, today we will be live together in NY. I think today we'll do NYSE. Prefer that. Keep it shorter. Focus more on US 30. See if we have any news in NYSE. I think we have someone speaking again today, or did they remove it? Yeah, they removed it. Okay, good. Oh, today's Wednesday. No, we still have him speaking. Come on, man. Yesterday he spoke, NY was dead. Today he's speaking again. Yeah, I think then it's best to come NYSE. Best chance at volume. Will I get my PhD after watching all webinars? We'll give you a PhD, don't worry, man. Your PhD will be in P&L. You can... you don't have to watch the webinars, you watch the exclusive content. Better than the webinars are too long to go through webinars. It's too long to go through webinars. How to join the exclusive group? Through the website. You literally just go through the website and click the button. Join now. I'll send you the website. There's also a video if you're interested to just learn more about the group and why it's made and what's in it. Then you can check out the video instead of me having to explain it here. I think next month I am closing the group, by the way, guys. Next month group will be closed. And then I open it towards the end of the month. Do you trade NY every day? Yes, we have NY live chat every day, and then live streams we have Wednesdays in the group as well. So every day I send a NY analysis as well with a recording, a video recording as well, a Loom recording saying what I'm looking for. You can see NY chat is pretty banging here, man. We're doing a lot of conversation, updates, stuff like that. DAX has been working well for the guys in NY. They took these DAX sells yesterday. Quite like that one. Good stop loss placement. Closed just below this level, which is nice. If it didn't close below this level, would be issues. But you see, look, like this. Oh, that's a previous 4. But you see, like this 4-hour level, we got a slight push through it. I was really hoping for a slight push through today. but that's okay. We have hopefully more options ahead if we have good volume today on DAX. Do you have a trusted prop firm link? No, I'm not affiliated with a broker or prop firm. So for me, if you want me to give you a prop firm recommendation, it is gonna be FTMO. But I'm not affiliated with them. So if you experience any bad things or whatever, which I hope you don't, it's not my problem, huh? Just so you know. Make sure to share the stream, get more people on here. We only have 300 people in stream today. Far away from our giveaway goal of 700. We have some work to do. How much is the exclusive again? Same price on the website. $1.8 per day. So it ends up being $50 a month. It's, I think, the cheapest in the industry for the standard you get. Definitely, I can almost ensure that. But people won't take that risk and then complain. You literally have two choices. You can take the free information I give you, take the long route, work it out on your own, try to figure out how to trade, try to give yourself your own feedback, or you can pay a nominal fee and fast track that whole process. Both roads lead to the same path. One is just extremely long. It's gonna consume you. One is just gonna make things a little bit easier. You pay for that application, right? You pay for how to apply all of that. So that's the difference, right? So you make that choice. And you know, if you're trading to make more time for yourself and as well create another source of income, to have to then go through a harder route to become profitable and lose money in the process and take time away from maybe family, kids, time with friends, or time from other goals, or just basically have no life, it's just gonna make things even longer. So if you have a chance to shorten the process, I always take that as an opportunity. Good day, Harry. Is there any discount to join the exclusive for second month? I think at this point I should give the exclusive for free. I mean, it's already the cheapest, man. I mean, if I put it any less, then it's like, I don't know. I'm even closing the group. So I will close the group for the rest of for most of next month. And then I'm even thinking now, I have a new plan that I'm making because I want people to be serious. I found out that there's a lot of people that aren't serious. So what I'm thinking is now to make a minimum 3-month joining period in the group. So you take things seriously. Because you're not gonna, you know, one month in the group, yeah, you can learn a shit ton in a month, but to actually make huge progress, I think 3 months is the perfect time. Maybe 2. Maybe I put it to 2 for now. Something like that. For me, I don't understand people joining the group and sending trades that have nothing to do with our strategy. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. No one is going to understand it. No one is going to relate to it. And you're never going to be able to get feedback from it. Like, I get it if you trade similar, but you just have, you know, slightly different entry that you want to share. But if you're trading something completely different, it's really going to be, it's going to be, you know, tough. Sorry about this, not going to happen again. What happened? What's this? No, above 4 hour. You have to trade above 4 hour, man. It's a resistance. Very risky to trade before it. It can work out, but before it is very risky. You want to sell below here? Yeah, it might be possible, but I'm still a bit bullish until 1 hour structure is broken. Hi, do you have senior traders in the community who can be captained? Yes, there are traders who are more advanced and give feedback and accountability. If you check like backtesting feedback, trades were sent in. You can see some of the members here taking lead about that. These are normally guys who have a little bit more experience, been here longer. So we do have that, yes. My second month just started days ago, already learning a lot, but still more to do. Let's go, brother. I've been here for 6 months, learning something new every day. I think the process of showing up daily to a chart is the experience that cannot be taught over a video. The experience of having a network of traders all here for the same task and sharing the experience, and especially if it's guided by someone like me who has a little bit more experience than most of you, it's definitely something that can be beneficial. I'm learning 5 years in. You never stop learning, and that's why it's a hard but very fulfilling this job. Yeah, it definitely is. You have to really keep on your toes with this, to be honest. There's actually no time where you're like calm. It's always something. Always something. Can I do better? All of that. Actually, what helped me the most to see real time how to approach as the price moves. So this live is really a treasure. Yeah, it helps a lot. It's the whole reason we made sure that on Pip Labs there's tick data, because it makes a massive difference, you know. Like we just did a backtesting session on US 30. We were also discussing about how to manage on 1 minute and stuff. If you're skipping 1 minute candles, it's very hard to learn how to manage on 1 minute. Very hard. Because, you know, 1 minute candle could just dump. But if you see that playing out, you have time. Also, today's scenario. Imagine I skipped this 1 minute candle. Like, you can't manage it, but maybe there was a chance. You don't know. See what gold is doing now. Gold, I'm still looking for buys above this high here. I wonder if we can take a sneaky buy. Let's see where the 30 resistance is at. I mean, it's plausible. 14 pips. Alright, buys above on GJ. I'm not touching GJ. I'm just not touching GJ. I just don't like GJ. I mean, it could work here, but I really don't like GJ, to be honest. Just generally like buying the highs and, you know, like it could work here, but I just don't like the price action of GJ. It's like it will look super good setup and then it will fail, and then you will review it and then you will be like, damn, I bought the highs today, that's why it failed. The issue is I'm near to a promotion now, but the thing is it excites me more as I see it makes sense, but I'm not going to leave that promotion also. Still funny situation. I think you always take a promotion, right? Any opportunity you get, you take. Because you can deal with things afterwards. But if you have an opportunity, you need to take. And I think that's one thing people lack, is they don't want to take opportunity because they think, oh, that will distract me from something else. No. If opportunity is presented in front, it's like a trade, right? Like if you have a trade presented in front of you, right? If you have a trade presented in front of you, then and you don't take it, you miss opportunity. It's the same thing. Anyways, I think it was a great position there in the morning. Let's see if we get a second. I mean, it's very simple now to get back in. We have beautiful structure. We just need volume. If something closes above here on a 5 minute, I'm ready to go again. Still have LTA. Next 4 hours above here. You know, I'm happy. We still have massive range, man. Just to get back to yesterday's highs, we have a lot of range. More than a 1-to-1. So it's only going to be dependent on setup and volume. That's the two variables. Everything else is a check. Bias, great bias. We have full bullish daily candle, 4-hour candle now breaking the highs, nothing breaking the 4-hour lows. So looks good to me. This previous 4-hour is only a watch zone because it's a previous 4-hour. I'm about to join. What's a promo code? It's not any promotion, man. It's already on a promotion price. $55, $1.8 per day is okay. Tell me realistically, Except for basic food needs, what can you buy on a daily basis for $1.8? Except for basic, like a sandwich, a tea. I mean, if you're living in a city, you can't buy a coffee for that much. These days, coffees are costing like freaking, you know, $3 to $5. Lottery ticket you can buy, yes. Is really a lottery ticket $1.8 these days? I'm actually interested. What can you buy for $1.8? They're €1, those scratch-off tickets? Damn. So maybe that, instead of paying for education, just try every day to buy €1 scratch-off. Yeah, instead of basic shopping, man. Instead of like tea, sandwiches, milk, bread. Basic needs, there's no service you can buy for $1.8 on a daily basis. Maybe your train fee. Like it's basic needs, right? Yeah, train fee. Times that by 20? Really? Is that much now? Damn, $5 per bus ride here? Damn. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like, literally, there's no service you can buy for that price. So, if you are looking at pricing, I think you have to be realistic that it's not overpriced. Right? Yeah, that was a nice. We had good volume that time. Now it's ranged off. You need a perfect close here. Anyways. GJ setup 1. It is, but I'm not trading GJ. I don't trust it. If you trust it, then okay, but I don't trust it. Setup 3 on GJ. What trade did you take? I took a buy on DAX. Took a buy on DAX from here. Somewhere around here. My TP was literally here. That was my TP. The 1 minute candle pushed. It retraced. I didn't close. It came back up pretty quickly. I decided to hold. Then it came back down. And that was it. So I was just literally 1 point from TP. 1 point from TP. And still that would have not been a 1-to-1 because of spreads and stuff. A little bit of slippage at entry. About 1.5 point slippage. So I would have been, maybe I come out, if I close full right here at the tip, I come out maybe 0.78 or something like that. 7.8, maybe 8 if, I don't know. We have to see when you close, when you get triggered. But I'm in New Zealand. Will it work with my time zone being a member? 100%. We have many people from Australia. It's quite a nice time. You get to work, you get to trade in the evenings. It's not a bad time. Let's see what gold is doing. All right, gold is slowly making its way up to the resistance. We might get a close above soon. Let's see how this forms. Plan to trade above the 1 hour level on USD JPY? Yeah, as long as you have enough room to the next level. Honestly, you could use the 1 hour level as watch though. That's what I was saying in the beginning. So you got this 15 close above. Take it, break off high, and now you use this 1 hour level as watch. Up like 3 pips. Now, oh yeah, you have a beautiful 1 minute range here you can use to manage your trade. That's the way I would have personally taken it. Just using this 1 minute range to manage my trade. How do you mark those lines? There's support and resistance. I have a few basic videos. I actually am making a video, so this week I'm not gonna post a video because I'm working on a big video. I have a gift for you guys. I have a pretty in-depth video coming on. It's kind of like a part 2 to my free course, but it's gonna be a little bit better with more information. It's a little bit of a gift, and it's one video that I've always wanted to put on my channel. It's just taking some time to make, as you can imagine. So that will all be in there. And when people ask me questions like this, I'm literally not going to direct you to a specific video. I'm just going to direct everyone to that video. And that video will basically give you the tools you need, you know. So be ready for that. What do you think about Top Step? I think they're a pretty popular futures broker. I've never used them myself, so I can't tell you exactly how I feel about them because I only talk about things that I've done myself. What video? I'm making it. What do you trade during NY session? I trade gold and US 30. I'm pretty much off GJ these days, man. I just don't see it improving. Like, I actually think it would be better just to completely drop it. It was a great pair in the past, but now these days it doesn't do too much. It has its good days. It has its bad days. But it's not kind of like there's so much more opportunity. So much more opportunity on other pairs. So I've kind of dropped that. Too much margin? No, not enough margin. What's a good GJ alternative? These days, UJ has been moving very cleanly. UJ has been doing quite well. Replace it with another pair? To be honest, I think we get enough setups on gold and DAX. Between those two, I think it's very powerful. There's a lot of setups. Especially if you concentrate on both. Maybe it'd be good to have a backup pair, but I don't know just yet. I'm not going to rush into a backup pair. I mean, recently it's been crap. We know that because of all of the tensions that's been going on. When's the last time we traded gold in London? Got a 1-to-1? Best thing to do is check journal. Gold here. Last time 1-to-1 is on the 9th. Due to this, I hesitated. Like I said, I think you use that as watch. Like it is, but we had a wick crossing through, you know. No bottom wick is fine once the candle has closed, you know. Because it's previous, right? What does 1-to-1 mean? It means you risk $500 to make $500. You risk $100 to make $100. You risk $10,000 to make $10,000. So 1-to-1. At this day, we had 6 winning streak in May. Yeah, today should have been a win if I had a chance to manage, or probably just took full out at 4-hour resistance retest. Can we see better price action soon after ceasefire? Look, we have a temporary ceasefire right now. And look, immediately after the temporary ceasefire, first day, I'm in a trade. Straight, like 1 point from TP. I just unlucky, 1 point from TP, guys. Like, what the fuck? 1 point from TP. It's just something you can't avoid. but in the long term, this will make us profitable. The fact is it tapped the target, but did you actually have enough time to close? And then, you know, it's about making a decision. Like, you could just close at the target immediately, but then if it pushed past, you're like, I should have given it a chance. It's the way it reached target. Huge 1 minute candle, tapped and then rejected. You know, of course, long term it will make. Otherwise, you have a problem of closing trades early. The next time you take a loss, you give that back. The markets are chill today because of that. Well, they're moving normally. They're not having these random moves. The problem is they look good, like they had volume. DAX looked like it had volume. But we'll see if it comes back here in the open, right? Open is in about 4 minutes here. So if the volume comes back, we should be good for today. Why 1-to-1, not 1-to-2? I mean, the market barely gave you a 1-to-1 right now. You have to wait for a perfect setup to get a 1-to-2. I explain it as normal distribution, right? I'm not going to draw it now. It takes a bit of time. But essentially, if you're trying to trade the market, it's more unlikely to hit a 1-to-2 than it is to hit a 1-to-1, especially when you're looking at volume analysis based off session pushes and analytics based off 5 years worth of data, right? Small top wicks on US 30, yeah, they're fine. Like, I'm still willing to take another trade here if we close above. I think it's pretty simple for me. Yeah, it's a little bit later entry, but beautiful structure here formed. I think it's still a shot. If that loses, then this is the game we play. It's the game we play. And if you don't have, if you can't take the heat, don't work in the kitchen. If you can't take the heat, don't work in the kitchen. Guys, I want to do a challenge. I want to do a challenge for this 100k subs, but I don't know what challenge to do. Maybe I pick some sort of like a separate funded account, one that's not going to affect people. Because if I publicly pass one, I know futures don't mind that. Futures, they don't mind that. I want to do some sort of challenge. It would be fun. Maybe a live account challenge then. Passing funded on live. I want to do that, but then if I use a legit prop firm, whoever's with that prop firm in my group, they can be flagged. They can be flagged. $100k funded, like I said, guys, like I said. We just need to make sure we don't post any prop certificates on YouTube or public. Even if you do, they're not gonna pick up too much on it, you know. They don't. The problem is when it's marketed as a signal group. That's where they have issues. But if you're purposely passing a prop firm live, especially if you start withdrawing, you know, they whipping. What's WPN? Still tripping? We know who's in the group or not as long as there is no proof public certificate with our names on it, right? But they don't care about the certificate. Even if your public is in that, they can't associate you with exactly. But the problem is if you promote something like you are passing a challenge, then you pass the challenge, you start to get payouts, then they're going to start to raise the flags and be like, okay, if everyone is taking similar trades, they start flagging that. But if you're just trading yourself and there's other people in the group trading, it's very rare. I've not actually seen that happen. And I think it's just a scare thing. Yeah, it's based on similar trades, but there has to be a catalyst for it to be brought to their attention. They call it copy trading, right? They just say, okay, you're copy trading. You know? Yeah, like a live account challenge would work. Many live streamers use funded. Harry, I don't see them being flagged. Yeah, what companies are they using, and are they futures? And most importantly, are they affiliated with those prop firms? I'm gonna repeat. Are they affiliated with those prop firms? If they are, then it's just for marketing purposes. Of course, they're not gonna ban them. Do you know that there's live streamers purposely taking random positions so that people copy and lose, and the prop firm makes money? The live streamer makes money because he gets paid the commission from people buying the prop firm with his link. Because if you come to the chart and start posting random positions, one of them is going to win. But there's a lot of people taking losses in the process. $1,000 to $100K, I can't do that. That's not the way I trade, man. I just, you know, that's just gambling. Like, I'm not doing a silly challenge where I have to try flip 1,000. I think there's a higher probability of me losing the 1,000 than there is of me making 100K. You know, trying to do it fast. How do you know that live streamers get paid for random positions? Is it a guess or do you have validation? I've been approached by companies that say, if you promote our prop firm, every person that signs up, we will pay you XYZ. Just use our prop firm on your live stream. We will give you a prop firm to trade with and take trades on that. That's how I have validation, because I've been approached by companies. They're not big companies though. They're not the big companies. They're just like these one, but they sponsor you with funded accounts and then they make people, you know, for you to make people sign up. Like, I only will promote something. They pay good, yeah. I mean, they give you like a 50% revenue cut, some of them, you know. Some of them even offer basic salary, bro. Offer you like 2K a month. Depends on your followers and stuff and how... like, they research into you fully. They research into you fully. I mean, someone like me who's very transparent, holds his values high. If I promote something, well, hopefully I would promote it in the best light so it would look pretty legit. But holy shit, man, you know, that's why they would want to offer that stuff. Like, I don't disagree with affiliation. I think affiliation is a great marketing tool and it works best for all parties. The users get some sort of discount because they're coming through. The company gets promoted, plus the guy promoting it gets paid. Like for Pip Labs, affiliation is one of the methods that I would love to really expand on, right? That's where I think Pip Labs would work great. Everyone's happy. Someone gets a tool, someone gets a cut. As a company, we grow. So I don't disagree with affiliation. But the problem is that if you look at Pip Labs, we're harmless. Like, what's the worst thing we could do to make, like, our product stops working? Fair enough. But that's just going to damage our brand. That's not going to damage the customer. It's going to damage the brand. Whereas something like a prop firm, I could promote a prop firm, let's say, and then you guys never get paid out from that prop firm, and then you blame me, and I tell you just what did the prop firm say, and they turn around and say you broke XYZ rule, and the only thing I can say is you broke those rules, so I'm safe. But the prop firm, you know, is trying to do something sketchy to you. You know it's a little bit sketchy. So like that, you kind of sell your dignity cheap. You sell your dignity cheap. Look at this drop here. Very interesting drop we've had on the open. Absolute monster. No respecting the daily open line. Do prop firms actually exist or seem too good to be true? Yeah, the big ones are good, man. FTMO is good. Just understand the business model. You are more likely to fail a prop firm challenge than pass it. Very few people pass it, guys. Do you know how many people pass a prop firm challenge? It's like 1%, 2%. who pass it legitly. Like a lot of people pass from gambling, but they'll never make it to a payout. Never. Never, ever, ever make it to a payout. It's easy to pass but hard to get a payout? No, it's hard to pass if you pass it legitly. Because if you can consistently, like most of the guys in the group, almost all of them pass it from following a method that they repeat on a day-to-day basis. They will find passing phase 1 and phase 2 the bigger journey. That is the bigger journey because they have to generate 15% in the market. That is harder than just trying to get a payout because you could pay yourself anything. If you pass the challenge and in real trading you lose money, what will happen? They don't give you a real account at any time until very future down the line. Very rare they give you a real account. You're always on demo account. And they say it publicly on their website. Took this on UJ. Rebreak of the high. Interested. Interesting, interesting. It was looking good though. Lost my funded pro account last week just because of a limit order that triggered. Said triggered during news. Yeah, I mean those rules, you know, they always catch you there. Closed it too early before news or whatever it may be. Held it over the weekend. I don't know what. You just have to be really switched on. I'm inclined to call the bottom on DAX. I mean, Bram has been testing 2 5-minute candles bullish here, and I've seen that work out quite a lot. Today with the mixed bias here, that could be pretty nice. It can work. But that's what I would want to see. They saw Top Step eventually put you on a real account if you're really good. Yeah, but it's not always, right? You have to be careful with that. Gold also dropped, yeah. I don't think there's any news. This is just like, we could see how much hesitation there was up here though on DAX. But I didn't expect such a big open like this. This is a pretty big open. Let's see, we took one trade today. Let's see if we can get something else. Called my trade of the session off. Nice, what did you take? Oh, you took the same as us, no? Gonna call it here. Would you consider this a good trade on GJ? Did not take, was just watching. It's a setup 3, man. Setup 3's work, but I just don't trust GJ these days, you know? Like, today it works, and then tomorrow it fails 5, 6, 7 times, you know? It's just GJ is so inconsistent. But I like the setup. Perfect setup, man. It's a beautiful setup 3. I'm just trying to make a decision to stay off GJ, you know? But yeah, some people took it. Valid if you took it. In terms of a setup, I can't argue against the setup. As a setup, it's totally valid. 1,000,000%. Setup 3. 12 pips stop. 16 pips is better. I mean, can you believe this, man? DAX doesn't even give me the 1-to-1. GJ after pushing this much? Why is it not valid? Closed above. Setup 3. Yeah, that's above. 15 closed above. Then you got to set up 3, then it broke the high. Set up 3 above resistance? No, you don't need it like that. You don't need it like that because 30 is still closed above as well. That's what I want to show. So you can just take a break of high. If you look at it on 5, it makes sense, like a 5-minute higher low. We have an extra bullish candle, so it's not a textbook setup 3. It is a textbook setup 3. It is. 15 bullish, next 15 bearish, break of high. The only thing that doesn't make it textbook is if you're looking at it only on 15, this 15 closed back inside, but it's impossible for it not to close back inside. It's like it's impossible that it doesn't close back inside. See what's going on with DAX here. DAX is absolutely melting. It's more like a news move, this, to be honest. But I don't think we have anything being said here. Spanish, French, no, nothing. It's very interesting. A lot of downside pressure, it seems. See what, 4 hour now, 4 hour flipped. Retest to the 4 hour resistance, perfect retest. Oh, we retested into this zone here, that's pretty nice. That's why we're getting the reaction. I'm planning to buy a call on DAX. Yeah, did you take it? Based off what? Gold buys were looking good, but now gold seems to just be ranging for now. Not the best. High time frame position, TP retest of all-time high. Oh, you want to take a long-term position from here. I think your long-term positions are better from down there, to be honest. You know, you're buying kind of like after a big push. It's a bit late. This is your long-term position. The first break of structure since all the way back here. So you need to be a little bit earlier. Look at this. If you're going to look for one of those, it's like, look, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Boom, break of structure right here. The minute you get that break of structure and higher low, that's your entry. So if it comes back there, yes, but if not, then it's kind of gone. I wouldn't really do it myself. It could work, but... Set up 2 and 1 on 5 minute. Let's see. Yeah, it does have that. Yeah, they work sometimes. Yeah, I haven't tested it enough though. I haven't tested it enough. I'm not too confident myself, but I have seen them. You guys been showing those. Break even at the previous 1 minute. But I haven't tested it enough to be sure, especially after this much bearish momentum. I just want to see at least a 5 minute close. Actually, it's pretty close to the 5 minute close, to be honest. Pretty close to the 5 minute close. But I like to always see a 5 minute candle close bullish first. Because look, in this drawdown, I'm very uncomfortable in this drawdown, you know. Wow, interesting 5 minute close, huh? Seems like it's respecting the 4 hour support for now. If this closes bullish and the next 5 closes above, I'm very interested. I mean bearish. If the 5 closes bearish now, yeah, look at that drive. That's why I don't really like those too much, you see? A lot of bearish momentum, you're stopped out, you know? I'm a little bit scared, but if this closes bearish, next one close above, I think that's valid for me. That would work coming from a support zone here. That's something I would consider. I mean, the only way I see to get in now aggressively, and I've seen this before, if this 5 close a bit more stronger, taking it re-break of its high. For that kind of position, we need like a 5 minute bullish or 15 minute. Yeah, we need like a 5-minute bullish would be enough, you know, or 2 5-minute bullishes. Those work better. Do you recommend a private account or prop firm? Depends what stage you're at. If you're working to become profitable and you want to trade funded, then prove yourself to be profitable by passing a funded challenge. Or do both. Harry, will there be a summer vacation here? I'm planning to take some days off. I think it should be warranted for sure. I haven't really done it before. I actually haven't taken a proper holiday in 6 years. The only holiday I taken was in December. I took a week off for Christmas, but I didn't go anywhere. I just worked on Pip Labs actually. The year before that, I was working on some other stuff as well. And then the year before that, I was grinding on content and stuff. But I think holidays are great, man. Holidays are great. Why no vacation? Locked in, man. Locked in. It's like a place and time to do it, you know? When you're super locked in and you're busy, you just kind of like, you don't want to ruin momentum. So, you know, it's not about discipline. It's also about sacrifice. So you kind of have to sacrifice that. When you live in Dubai, you can imagine it feels different somewhat, beach at your doorstep. It kind of does, but also when you grew up here as a kid, you're very used to it, and you kind of get a bit sick of it as well, because it's a very fast-paced city, a lot of fake people here, you know, a lot of you just want to change. It's hard to, summers are very harsh here. I mean, you know, you're inside all day in summer. You show up for winter. Winter, like if you're leaving Dubai in winter, I feel like it's silly. Like winter in Dubai is like a holiday. But also it's just to get away from work, because when I'm in Dubai, I have no excuse not to just grind every day. You know? I have no excuse not to grind. So I guess it's more of an excuse to get you out of your routine. That's the main thing. To have a holiday is to get yourself out of a routine. You still get shit done. When you're an entrepreneur, you're never really on holiday, but that's the whole point though. Don't we agree? Like, that's the whole point, to remotely be able to work, take your work with you. Like, it doesn't become a task, it's just part of your life. And I enjoy it like that. But to have a harsh routine, so yeah, probably I might plan something for sure, guys, you know? I think it would be healthy. TS ski trip? Yeah, we have to wait till winter. That can be the winter holiday. Summer, probably plan to do something as well this summer. With the grace of God, we'll see. Man, this thing's still dumping here. I don't see any ways to get into sells yet, even on 1 minute here, even on 1 minute. Gold, I can see from the price, is just making its way down. It's not really, I actually wanted buys on gold, if I'm being honest. I'll say hi everyone, my name is Daniel, just joined the nice man, welcome. Buys look clean this morning. Yeah. Dad still thinks you're a scammer. Bring him in the group every day. Let him sit here every day. I dare him. He's more than welcome. He'll see the work that gets put in. Because if I am, then I'm doing it in a really bad way. A way that costs me a lot of my time. For very minimal reward. I should do what these fake Tradesharpe profiles do. $300 deposit. Guess we won't have anything to search? Not yet, man. It's not over yet. We have to just see how price action forms here. You know, I think gold is gonna be tough. Gold has just seemed like it's ranging. When I started, there wasn't as many, yeah, because I grew, right? People only want to scam on something if there's an attraction. So if you're someone worth to impersonate, they do it. Like Instagram now, so some people they've been messaging old people. If I try to sell DAX, I'm sure it will reverse the moment I press sell. You know, it do be like that sometimes, man. It do be like that. How big would stops be if this 5 closed above? 29. It's not that crazy, but we'd need a pretty big retracement. But I'm very happy with this position here. It was nice to get a position like this. I was very happy with this, man. And to be able to show you guys how to use the lower time frame to scale in a very accurate entry is very cool. You're the first trading influencers who reply to DMs. Much love. Yeah, I mean, I just, if people want help, if they want to ask a question, I can reply. Maybe I don't reply immediately, but eventually I'll get to it. Unless you're asking me to reply back with an essay. Then I kind of like, oh man. Or if people are just trying to take advantage. I have some people who try to ask me to mentor them through DMs, and it's like, just piss off, man. Stop trying to get me to answer all these questions. Harry, what made you start Pip Labs? It's a funny story, but long story short, backtesting has been a huge part of my journey. And one of the guys who I was helped learn to trade, he's a coder, and he was like creating a platform for himself, and during me teaching he could see how much I utilize backtesting, and then he said, you know, backtesting is cool, but is there any ones on browsers? We saw the competition that there is on browser. I said the only way that you could get a better browser backtesting software is if you could include tick data. And then he went on a little bit of a mission to figure out how he can bring ticks to the web browser. Eventually found out a way to do that. And then from that, he's like, should we, he's like, I think I can do this. Should we make something out of it? And then I came up with the branding side of things and what I wanted on there. I mean, the OGs will remember version 1. It was a very basic version with only 3 pairs. So, you know, it was just a journey. But it's a passion-based project, man. Just basically something that I wanted to use myself and use till today. I mean, we just used it last week in the group. So I use it all the time. And we're still pushing hard on that, man. I really feel like this could be something massive in the future. We have so many features that are gonna come that are actually mind-boggling. I can't discuss, but holy shit, man. Harry, how much does it cost to maintain and service your 911? Maintenance is fine because it's warranty. So any problems that happen mechanically is a warranty basis. If I'm tracking the car, it's expensive. Brake pads, you'll probably get maybe 8 track sessions. Same thing with tires. A set of tires costs $2,900, $2,800 for a set of tires. You only get 8 track days out of a set of tires, and that's pushing it. Probably get about like 7. Depends how many heat cycles the tires have gone through. Now, servicing, oil change is pretty cheap for a Porsche. It's like $1,000 for an oil change, full from Porsche itself. Compared to other luxury cars, it's really decent price. So that's oil filter and all of that stuff. So very cheap compared to Lamborghini charges around $5,000, $4,000 for an oil change. I know Ferrari charges $4,000 and Bugatti charges $100,000 for an oil change. I think it's like $125,000 for an oil change. You don't post the Porsche often. We need motivation. I posted on my Instagram. You need to follow me on Instagram. I post like on story, but you know, I'm not a guy who's like an influencer posting it for flex. I only post when I want to post something, you know? Like yesterday, check my story now, guys. You'll see yesterday I bumped into a sick guy with a GT3 RS. We started to go around, you know? I pay 80 euros for in my Nissan. I pay 50 euros to change the oil, but you know, you need someone to, if you want to keep warranty, and you need to do it from the Porsche manufacturer. And you know, by the way, to change oil on a GT3 is easy, but there's a special technique. You need to make sure it's doing correct. Harry, do a simple vlog of a night drive of you flooring it on the highway. I had that on my Instagram. I posted that on my Instagram. Posted in live stream. Just go check the Instagram story. You can see it. I'm buying DAX. Yeah, I'm waiting for 2 minutes here though. I'm waiting for 2 minutes. 1 minute could be an aggressive option, but I have to wait for 2 minutes here. It just makes more sense for me. I had an Audi R8 in Dubai and the oil change was 600 dirhams. Impossible from Al Nabuda. From Audi itself, you are paying 600. From Audi itself. Outside, you got overcharged. Outside, I can service a R8 for 300 dirhams. Actually, 250. But if you're doing it from the dealer to keep warranty, warranty is worth a lot of money, guys. You have to realize how good like to have a Porsche and drive it on track and for them to warranty all of your track abuse is amazing. Like, come on, man. How good is that? Like, most companies won't do that. Question is, where's stops? I think stops might make sense below here, 19 points. Still a little bit risky position though. We are trying to call a bottom here. Oh, it will be the 15 as well. That is nice. It will be the 15 as well. I do like that. Not Audi, but yes, outside 600. It's not much. It's still more expensive. You can do it for 250. 250 dirhams you can do it. But yeah, 600, not much. It's like $900 from Porsche. 1,000 with VAT, all of that stuff. Let's see here in the close in about 1 minute. Hopefully it closes above. And not flies. Hey, relax, relax. Would like to see a bottom wick as well. Right, gapped up for me on my broker, so no bottom wick yet. Oh, don't do this, man. We waited all morning. Alright, so I have a bottom wick there. I'll be taking a break of high. Alright, so I'm in that. Stop loss below. Instant rejection, not the best. but let's see how it forms. Almost stopped out here. Yeah, very close to stop loss at the moment. Straight dump down, literally triggered me in, and then straight dump down. Still in on my broker, and I'm out. All right, so took stop loss there, quick position, and yeah, took stop loss there. So yeah, tried to play a setup 5 here, came up, retested this high, and then rejected down. So yeah, didn't take it, no bottom wick. Was there no bottom wick for you? There was for me. It came, made a bottom wick, then broke the high. You guys didn't have bottom wick? You had no bottom wick? If you had no bottom wick, then you don't take it. Gapped up but never broke the top of previous candle. Oh, so you never broke high? It broke high for me. Yeah, I don't know why I kind of try these. 15-minute look great as well though. Set up 2 plus 5. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Should we consider sorry man, Harry, but this strategy sucks. Yeah, it definitely sucks because I lost. I mean, that's it, man. I'm 1 pip from TP and then I take a loss. That's why sometimes I like to call it after one trade. You know, that's why sometimes I like to call it after one trade. It's just unfortunate. Now my mouse doesn't work. I don't think you guys understand that I'm actually risking money here as well. And it's always the bullshit trying to take a later trade just to get into a position when the earlier trade was literally there at TP. How does the strategy suck when I literally was at TP? It's just like literally the market is trying to test me to my max. Like you just can't fake it. And I'm the one that's going to be to blame. You know, so you have to be professional about it. What can you do? You just choose not to take positions then. Take one position and get on with your day. And I think that's why I've always been like that. That's why I've always been like that. Take one position and get on with your day. But I have to be professional about this situation and move on. I literally can't fake that. You know, what can you say about that? You take a position and it immediately stops you out. I mean, my position was a win. This should have hit TP and then boom, I call it a win for today. You know, but no, I have to take it like this. Like, you just... Like, I wish I was not the guy leading this, you know? I wish I'm not the guy to blame here. If I wanted to, I just go trade by myself. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be totally fine. So you have to really understand the mindset when you're a trader, that you just choose to trade or not to trade. Why did the trade fail? I think maybe too much bearish momentum here. We just have a lot of bearish momentum in the market, not enough. Even though we're at 4-hour support, we holding 4-hour support, 1 hour is rejecting off of support. We had 15-minute candle close bullish. Of course, 30 is not bullish, but 30 was rejecting. That's how the 15 closed bullish. Five-minute broke the high. Just immediately rejected. Rejected that 1 minute and that's it. You do NY? Yeah, I just won't trade. One loss is not big deal. No, it's not. It's just, you know, tough, you know, hard luck. You have something difficult. What can I do? I literally, like, this is just testing. It's just trying to test me, man. I'm used to it. You think I've been through easier times than this? No, you know, this is nothing for me, to be honest, you know. Really, I mean, it's just classic. At this point, you just laugh. I mean, you have to be professional about the situation. You literally took a great position here that won perfectly. You didn't get a chance to close, and that caused you to take another position that failed. Was it a bad position? No, I would say it's just about the same. You're trying to take the same direction. You know? You're not going to take a position in NY? Maybe not, Asia. You know, just depends on how NY looks. We have Powell speaking today as well. If the market, I'm not going to force anything. I can take 3 trades. I don't mind. It's not going to be, but I'm not going to force anything for no reason. That's going to be stupid. You know? This month been hard for me after taking 4 break-evens and 2 losses. You guys really are some pussies, man. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. Really. 4 break-evens and 2 losses is hard. Man, what if you lose your account? What if you passed a funded account and this prop firm shuts down? Like, you have to build resilience, guys. Come on. You can't reverse 2 years of consistent trading in 1 month. It's just not possible. It's not possible to reverse that. Like, you need to man up. And I know you might feel like it's hard, but change your standard. Change your standard. You know, change your standard to become like, this is not hard. This is just normal. This happens sometimes. It's not easier, but it's not hard. Hard would be when things really go down. Hard is when you're worried about a bomb hitting your family. That's hard. You know? Like, this is just where, like, you think business is smooth like this? You think when you open a company, every day you're going to have thousands of customers? Or you're going to have good times and bad times? Nothing is linear. So you just need to change the mindset. Like, everyone comes here negative. Like, I have to deal with everyone's negativity. Like, look, you know, I can see it in group chat, everyone negative. Because the mindset is all cooked, just negative about things. That's why they never achieve things, because they're just negative. Negative to show up, negative to do things. And it's like, what if this is just what was meant to happen? Like, I'm the one who's getting unlucky now, not everyone else, but everyone just copies me because I'm the leader, right? So they just copy me, and then of course I'm to blame as well. And it's just like, you have to realize that it's just unlucky. I missed my TP by 1 pip. 1 pip, I would have closed and I would have made a profitable day. You know? So this is what sucks. It just sucks that, okay, that's the situation. You know, it sucks that that's just the situation. But you just need to be professional and move on. The more you dwell about it, you know, the more it's gonna mess you up. Like, I'm professional about it. I said, the crazy thing is I spoke about that. I spoke about that here. If the market really wants to test me today, I will take this position, miss it by 1 pip my TP, and then the next position I take is a loss. It happened. What is my reaction now? I'm telling you guys to be professional. I said you had to mentally prepare for that. So it's just a mindset thing. But anyways, people won't see that. You only judge for the last thing you do. And I don't need to focus on that right now. Anyways, I've been on stream for quite a time. Bit tired. I'm gonna head off now, guys. I appreciate everyone showing up. As always, it's a pleasure to have you guys. How much did I lose on this? I put 35 lot. How big was stops? Lost 800. A little bit less actually. Oh, they're only 19 points. Oh damn. Could have gone bigger size. I think 40 lot here would have been the correct size. 19.71. Yeah, 40 lot would have been the one. So yeah, we'll put this in the journal. Yeah, it's just unlucky, man. Really unlucky, man, for me. Very unlucky for me. Classic. Love it. So I appreciate you all showing up. Like I said, I'm gonna head off now. Appreciate you all. Take care and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Much love and peace. Cheers, guys.